Today we're bringing you something a little different on the channel. We're not doing Street Fighter or Transformers today. I do collect toys of all kinds. I don't own any of these JoyToy turtle figures yet. I do have a couple JoyToy 1/18 inch figures from their Warhammer line, and you know, they're super high quality for what they are. I don't love the 1/18 scale. I don't collect a lot of the 1/18 scale, but these JoyToy turtles have really caught my attention. So this was one I had to pick up. I am a big fan of the, robot versions, the Metalhead turtles, the Robo, villains and Robo foot soldiers. I do have all of the vintage versions of those. So Metalhead is definitely one of my favorite turtle figures of all time. You can see he comes with all kinds of really cool accessories. The sculpt and paint and design of this guy is just phenomenal looking from what I've seen so far. So yeah, I'm excited to add this guy to the collection. Let's go ahead and get into this package here, do a quick review. Now this dude is loaded with accessories, as you can see here. He's technically 1/18 scale to the turtles, but he's supposed to be like 8 feet tall or something like that, which really puts him in like that 5.5 to 6 inch size. So he's basically the size of like a regular Turtles figure, which is really what drew me to this toy. You can see he even comes with, the little diorama sort of stand, these missiles and all this. These are super cool. I can't wait to put these on the figure just to show you how that looks, because love this as an accessory for this guy. But let's jump into it. First impressions right out of the packaging, he has a lot of weight to him. The plastic has a really nice feel to it. The paintwork is phenomenal, like this metallic silver. All the details are looking just really awesome. All the joints feel really smooth. Like, man, this is a high quality figure for sure. Before we get into accessories and everything, let's put him through a quick little posing test just to see how he does. Now he has some, let's see what kind of joints he has here. This is an interesting joint. It is a peg on a hinge there that goes into that socket. So that did come out a little easy, but goes in easy as well. He doesn't really have, it sort of acts as a butterfly joint, so you can't get his arms too far in front of him, but he has a lot of range. He can go up and down. You can kind of move that out of the way to get him into a nice 90-degree T-pose there. This head does appear to be on a double peg. You see some articulation there in the neck as well as in the head, so you can get a nice look down there. You get a pretty decent amount up, but his sculpt starts to get in the way there. He does have jaw articulation, so you can open up that mouth, and those, robotic teeth are looking cool. Just evil, diabolical. Love this design. He has a nice bicep swivel, as you can see there. A double jointed elbow that gets a decent amount of range there. His hands are on a ball peg there that you can see, a double ball peg, so that's going to get plenty of range. So his hands are on that double ball peg, which gives him just a lot of range in those hands. You can move those all around any which way, so great articulation in his upper body so far. Now he does actually have some hidden ab articulation here under the belt. That's where that cut is. He does have, a joint in there. Feels like it's probably a ball peg, which gives him, let's take the shell off just for a minute. So you can see he can move forward that much, not a ton, but it is nice, and goes back just a little bit, but nice to have for posing and articulation. You can go side to side a little bit. So they did add that cut there with some articulation in the abdomen, even though it's not a lot. Still helps with a figure like this to get into some cool posing. He does have a bit of a drop down hip, as you can see there. And with those drop down hips to help that sort of get out of the way, you can get almost to a perfect split. Not quite, but still a good amount of split there. You can get him to kick up to 90, which is nice. He has that double jointed knee, which is a little hindered by the sculpt there. So you get past 90, but nothing spectacular. Still good, but nothing crazy or insane. From this joint, he has a thigh swivel there, which gets good range like that. Doesn't appear to have any lower swivel, but he does have a nice articulated foot that can go back that far, up that far, and at an angle you can get a good amount of ankle rock there. Now his shell also has these articulated panels, which goes with the accessories that we'll get to here in just a little bit. So overall, super solid. Love the design of this guy. His articulation, his feel, the smoothness of his joints is really, really solid. But let's go ahead and jump into his accessories. He comes with his drill hand piece, which actually also opens up to a blaster, so that is nice. The paint on here is really well done. Nice dry brush of silver with a black undercoat that gives it a really cool look there. Little cool gas canister here that he can use to, I don't know, maybe gas himself up, use it for a weapon. He has this really cool vacuum accessory here that goes onto his arm, it looks like. This bag can even come off, which is a really cool detail for this vacuum accessory. This piece here is even articulated. So man, JoyToy just killing it with the accessories for this guy. I don't have the turtles, but I imagine their accessory loadout is just as good. He comes with this really awesome turtle drone here with this sort of effect-like propellers. Just a really cool, super detailed accessory. Like, you can even see this little red light like it's recording there. This thing is phenomenal, just super well done. It even comes with a little piece where it can look like it's sort of floating above him. So as you can see there, that plugs right into the back of the shell, and you can get a really cool effect of this drone following the Metalhead turtle here. Super cool. Now he comes with a second set of hands here, these sort of open gripping hands, which you can use to grip some of his accessories. As you can see, this is already so many accessories for this guy, and we still have an entire blister pack left here of accessories. He has this little gun ray accessory here. It looks like it has some bullets kind of flying out of the side there. I'm not sure exactly how this goes on him quite yet, but it's detailed. That paintwork is just phenomenal. He then comes with 6 different effect pieces. Now these are like the trailing effect pieces for the missiles, which we will show you how those work here in a second, and they are all bendable soft plastics. So you can really pose these around and get them to look however you would like. Really awesome accessory there, you'll see once it's all put together. Here's a couple blast effects that I think go to the gun pieces, so that probably would go in there, as you can see real nicely. And the second one you can put into the little drill gun there. Really cool. Again, just killer loadout for these accessories. I honestly can't think of a toy in this price range that is competing with the amount of accessories this comes with. Here is one of the sort of honing missiles that he comes with, and he comes with 6 total missiles to go with all of those blast effects. And then he also comes with the little diorama type stand, as well as this little city sewer cover. So man, this guy was around $55 to $60 that I got off an import site, and I cannot for the life of me think of any sort of figure in this price range with the amount of detail and the sculpt, the amount of paintwork, the amount of accessories. Like, this is actually insane. I mean, just look at this. Like, this is actually incredible. You can see how all of those effect pieces plug right into the back of the shell. Just one of the freaking coolest accessories and effect pieces I've ever seen on like a $50 toy. This is incredible. JoyToy, you absolutely killed this. I am just loving every bit of this figure. Man, just absolutely killer stuff. See if I can get him into a little bit of a menacing pose, but I just can't get over these effect pieces. Like, the camera is not even doing these things justice, to be honest. If you have an opportunity to pick this toy up, do it. Absolutely do it, especially if you can get it for a good price. But let's take these guys off for a sec. Let's try out his drone accessory and his hand cannon. So he can hold that gas canister really well in his open hand there. Let's take off his fist. Oh, interesting. So you're going to have to get that peg out as well. Seems like that could be a bit of a pain to get out. Let's see if we can make that happen. I think it would have made more sense just to make this the peg hole so you didn't have to take that peg out. I'm gonna have to get some pliers probably because that peg's pretty small and pretty hard to get to. Let's see if I can get it out. I had to use some pliers, but we got that thing out. Not super easy. And there we go. There's his really cool drill hand. So not the easiest thing to put on. Don't want to lose that joint or your fist won't go on anymore. There we go. So you can see how that looks. That's really cool too. This isn't really a bendable plastic like the effect pieces are, so it really stays in that position. But still, looking really freaking cool. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this figure. His posability, his joint system is just done super well, especially, you know, they're used to doing smaller figures. This guy's larger, but he still moves just as well as the smaller figures. His accessories are just outstanding. Again, I can't think of a figure in this price range that has this amount of accessories that are this cool, to be honest. His paintwork and sculpt is exceptional. It's hard for me to even think of something bad to say about this figure outside of, you know, having to take that small peg out to fit on this accessory. You know, these effect pieces are kind of difficult to get in, but they aren't too bad. Like nothing that would really deter me from adding them in and having him pose in that way. His balance is great. He's a nice heavy character. There's quality plastic, quality paint, just a super quality figure all around. This might be one of my favorite figures I've picked up in a while. JoyToy absolutely killed it with this design, with the execution on this guy. Here we go. You can see we can also turn that into his cannon. So he's got that cool shooting effect there as well. But man, this thing is next level. It's almost making me want to pick up the smaller JoyToy turtles, but the 1/18 scale is just really not for me, and the price point on those for that smaller figure just has really deterred me from picking up any of those JoyToy turtles. But they're also doing the turtle van in that scale. They're going to keep pumping out these characters that are just, you know, if they're as good a quality as this guy, which I imagine they are, then I think it might honestly be worth it. Like, this thing is phenomenal. Like, I only picked this guy up because he's essentially like a 1/12 scale turtle, but this has me really rethinking if I should go back and pick up the turtles as well and just keep collecting this line. But for now, I'm happy with this guy. JoyToy killed it with this release. Again, there's really nothing for me to complain about this thing. It is a beautiful figure. I paid around, I think, $55 to $60 shipped for this guy, and I'm blown away at how much they fit into this for the price point and just how well he is made. So if you've been curious about this figure, or if you are a turtle fan who has been thinking about picking this guy up, I highly suggest picking this dude up. He's getting 2 thumbs up from me, 2 big thumbs up from me. If you are a Metalhead turtle fan, like if you love the robot turtles like I do, this is a must-have. This is probably my favorite Metalhead turtle design that has ever been made in toy form. This thing is just phenomenal. Do these open up as well? I see a hinge there. Just a sec. I'm noticing something that I didn't notice initially. Oh, wow. Even his chest even opens up to provide even more detail. Again, they have that little piece there. Oh, we got a little bit of a scuff, but look at that, man. This thing is incredible. Wait, before we go. This is his chest cannon. Okay. I was wondering where that went. So there you go. He has this cool chest cannon you can plug in. This dude is just packed to the brim with playability, accessories, hidden little hinges, hidden little things here and there. Just everything is done so well on this figure. Props to JoyToy. I really like their figures, and this one is just on another level. So if you are a Ninja Turtles fan, if you are a Metalhead fan, if you love these mech style robot Ninja Turtles, this is a absolutely must-have. Find a place to pick this dude up and do not hesitate to buy him, because this figure is honestly next level. Let me know in the comments below if you are interested in picking this dude up, if this changed your mind and maybe piqued your interest for this guy. And thanks again, guys, for spending some time with us. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I do in-depth toy reviews of stuff like this, as well as Street Fighter from Jada and Storm, and anything that really catches my eye that I'm adding to my collection. I'm going to go ahead and do in-depth full reviews here on this channel. So guys, feel free to stop by again, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.